Okay, I am going to show you how to carve a chicken. And so we're going to do a little surgery this morning. Dr. Young here. I'm going to put some gloves on that if you don't like the feel of meat, and a lot of people don't, my daughter Joanna hates the feeling of meat. So I can't get her to cut up a chicken, but I think if I told her to put some surgical gloves on, she'd be able to do it because then you can't feel the sliminess of raw meat. So I'll put these on, but I don't mind it. Now first, we're going to take a small boning knife, and I'm going to go, see how this is sticking up right there? I just cut right through there. And look how that opens up. I'm going to cut the other side, and it just opens up. Then I'm going to cut through here, which is nothing, but just a skin thing. And then inside we've got a neck and some liver, and I think there's a heart in there. Ugh, no, this one didn't have a heart. So I've got a pot here. I'm going to put those giblets and the neck in there, and then we'll continue our cutting here. Turn him on his side, and you just follow. You can see through the skin here. It tells you where to cut. And we cut down to the back of his thigh, or hers, and then we're going to break this right there. You'll hear it pop, and that's the, its little hip coming out of its socket. That's okay. Then we have right here a thigh and a drumstick. And you see this line right here that goes like that? It's a sign where to cut those apart if you don't want to have, if you want two pieces. And I'm going to take this knife and do that. I'm going to follow right there where that is. And there it is. So we got two of them done. Do the other side here. Cut right along here. And I used to, in the olden days, skin these chickens, and there's so much nutrient in the skin, and we just don't do that anymore. We eat every bit of fat that there is on this sucker. Okay, here's this again. See this line right there? That tells you where to do it. Oh, didn't quite do it. Oh, and then see, you'd get sued if you were a surgeon saying, "Sorry, Mrs. Flanagan, I couldn't find your joint." Now, the wings come next, and I kind of hold it by the wing, and it'll tell you right where to cut. It's a tendon there. Do that, and then snap, and you can cut it right off. The other one, right there where that tendon is. There it is. Now, the breast. See the bone? It's really easy to see the breastbone. You take a big knife, this is a French knife, and you just go down one side of that bone and slice till you hit the breastbone. And then take your little boning knife and cut along the rib cage. Like that. And it doesn't matter if you leave meat on the carcass, because we're going to cook the carcass, and all that meat that got left on, we're going to make chicken salad, and I'll show you my recipe for that. Cut this side. This is a nice, fat, healthy chicken. Now with this part, so it'll fit in the pan better, I just break its back and then cut with the big knife right through here. Then it fits better in the pan. Now we're going to make bone broth out of this chicken carcass, and this is vegetables that I've saved throughout the week that I was going to, it's some parsley that's wilty, and I wouldn't want to put it on a plate. It's not pretty anymore, but it'll be great in the soup. Here's onion ends, and see this? I'm even putting that part in. even some celery ends, those parts of celery that you are throwing away when you do celery sticks. Put all of that in there. And then we're going to fill this with water all the way to the top. So I'm going to put it on a burner and simmer it. This is going to make about 4 cups or a quart of bone broth. Let me turn my, whoops, wrong one. And we'll just let that simmer. Oh, the smell of this chicken cooking is amazing. I did a cost comparison of buying a whole chicken and cutting it up myself compared to buying pieces already cut up. The whole chicken I used was $5.80. That was at 99 cents a pound. Sometimes they'll be as low as 69 cents a pound, and when they're that low, I purchase 4 to 6 of them to freeze. At a 99-cent price, I saved $8.61 by buying the whole chicken, and I got all the bones and the meat on them to create the broth.